let us start with first function. What is that? Ut. Okay, what is the Laplace transform of ut? You should be remembering 1 by s of this 1 by s. Okay, so if the Laplace transform of ut is 1 by s, what is the Laplace transform of ut minus capital T? Using the properties
1 by s.
know. Okay, where it is time shifting theorem. Ft minus a is what? E to the power minus as into fs. Okay, the Laplace transform of ft is fs. Okay, if we shifted it by a, it will be e to the power minus as. So, Laplace transform of ut we know 1 by s. What is the Laplace transform of ut minus capital T? It is simply e to the power minus st. Instead of a, t is written here into 1 by s, or you can write it e to the power minus st upon s. Okay, so it is easy to calculate using these properties. So del t you should directly remember the Laplace transform of del t is 1 because we solved it also in the previous class. Okay, so what is the Laplace transform of this one? E to the power at. Using the theorems only you should know. Okay, e to the power at is multiplied. Okay, always remember this. Okay, this when I was in BTech and I was preparing for GATE exam, learning this table is a very tough task. It seemed a very tough task. Okay, so I made some shortcuts for that, means for remembering the table. Okay, like in time shifting, suppose ft minus a. Okay, if ft minus a is here, so the sign will not change. It will be e to the power minus as. If t plus a, e to the power as. Simple. Okay, but here in frequency shifting, what will happen? The sign will change. Okay, so if s plus a is there, the sign is e to the power minus at. Okay, here fs minus a is there, sign will be e to the power plus at. Got it? So, like this you should remember, otherwise you may get confused. Just remember one thing. This line only you should remember. And rest of the lines you will be remembering automatically. For time shifting and frequency shifting, you will be remembering. Why? T minus a, so the sign will not change. T minus a is e to the power minus as. Okay, this thing you remember, like f t minus a is, Laplace transform of t minus a is e to the power minus as, fs. This you should remember. Now, if it is plus, this will be plus obviously. So, no need to remember it. Okay. And on the other side, when this e to the power minus a is coming here, means like this, e to the power minus a t. Whenever it is in time side, obviously s will not be there. Minus at ft. Like this it is written, then sign will change. It will be capital F s plus a. Okay, and if it is e to the power at ft, sign will change. So f s minus a. Like this you can remember. Remember only one line and you will be remembering all the remaining lines. Okay, so del t is 1. E to the power at is what? E to the power at. Now, what I told you in time domain and time differentiation, sign will change, will not change. In this frequency differentiation, sign will change. So, what it will be? Since u to the power at ut. So, what is the Laplace transform of at? Ut 1 upon s. So, what is the Laplace transform of complete function? 1 upon s, sign will change, minus a. Okay, like this you can remember. At the beginning, it will be it will seem you a little bit tough, but it is actually easy. E to the power minus at 1 upon s plus a. Okay, because sign will change minus, so it is here it will be plus. Sin omega t, since however you have to calculate it on your own, but let me write it for you. Sin omega t is omega upon s square plus omega square. Okay, this is very common. For cos, just replace
S
omega
by
with
S square plus
s upon s square plus
omega
omega.
square.
It is this much simple. Now t to the power n. What is the Laplace transform of t to the power n? T means, if you
10
remember,
factorial by S power n plus 1.
yes, good. So when we wrote multiplied by t in that function. So what is TFT? Differentiation minus dfs by ds. Okay. So TFT is what? Now I will take some time to solve it because I will solve it in a little bit detail. However, the class is about to be over. You write UT. Then what will happen? T ft was what? Laplace transform TFT was minus dfs by ds. So if you actually solve it, what you will get to know? Ft is what? Ut here. So that is s. So t 1 upon s. Okay. Now TFT means you will, sorry, don't write like this. Means we write it just to solve it, but in rough. Okay, I will tell you later. T and S should not come in a single term. Why? Because you can either write a time in time domain or frequency domain. Not both variables can be used in a single simple term. But for solving it in your rough work, it is very easy to use that. So what we do? T 1 upon s, Laplace transform of ut. Okay. And what we do when t is there? So it is minus, you can write it as minus d upon ds of capital Fs. Okay, that is 1 by s. Okay, so instead of Fs, you should write 1 upon s. Now, solve this equation, what you will get? 1 upon s has what? 1 upon s square, end of minus. And minus was already there, so it is like this, so it will be 1 upon s square. Okay. Again, when you will solve it, suppose again you multiply by t. Okay. So t, suppose it was t square, suppose. So if you again multiply it by t, like t 1 by s square. So what you will get? This term again I am telling you like this. Never write in your actual copy. Always write it in your rough work. Okay, so t means what again? Minus d upon ds. 1 upon s square. What you will get? Minus s to the power minus 3. Yeah, this is also 1 upon s cube. But you will be getting what? 2 here. So it will be 2 upon s cube. Like this, if as many times t will come, that much time, suppose next term will be what? If suppose t into 2 upon s cube is there, what you will get? You will get minus 1 minus d upon ds 2 by s cube. This will be what? Your 2 into 3 upon s to the power 4 means 6 upon s to the power 4. Like this you will be getting, and the final value is what? At the end you will get the value is what? The value is factorial n divided by s to the power n plus 1. Okay, so this is the value. So I will not remove it, but I will make it small. And remember again, only this type of calculation is only for rough work. How to do it in a formal manner in your actual work? Never write T. Okay. Never write T with S. Okay. So I will tell you later, means in the formal way we will be solving the questions, but this informal way is very good for you to solve the objective questions. Those are asked mostly in any of the competitive exams. Okay, two more functions I will tell, then we will leave. So e to the power minus 80 sine omega t. Now you should tell it within 2 seconds. What is the Laplace transform of this function? Within 2 seconds you should tell simply what it is. Sine omega t has this Laplace transform. Okay. So e to the power minus 80
Omega by
sine omega t
s
will be
plus a
what?
omega by s plus a
Sine
whole
will,
omega by s plus a whole square plus omega square.
yes, correct. Sign will change. So sign will change means omega divided by s plus a square plus omega square. Similarly, for this function within 2 seconds you should tell s plus
Omega by
A whole square
minus
by s plus a whole square plus omega square.
good. Similarly, for this function also you can say what it is. Simple, very simple. What it is? If anybody can tell,
n factorial by
divided
plus
by s plus
S
a
plus
plus
a
a
whole
whole power
square
n plus
plus
plus.
n square.
Okay, very simple thing. Okay, so this is it for today.